Matt Bosco is suing Patricia Bork, his former lover, for the cost of a cell phone and slander. She is countersuing her former friend for harassment. Now, Matt, you claim that you and the defendant had sex on many occasions, and in fact, you can cite specific dates, times, and places. You, on the other hand, Patricia, claim that you've never slept with him at all, and you say you never had any kind of relationship with him. You weren't even friends, and then you say he stalked you, and he threatened to actually burn down your house. Now, who's crazy here?
She is, Your Honor.
Oh, all right. Now, Matt, tell me why it is that you are suing her. How did you meet her? Did you have a relationship with her?
Well, we had a sexual relationship.
That's a relationship.
On July 30th, my friend our mutual friend used my cell phone to call her because his didn't work. And the next day, she had my number and she sent me some text messages. And that led to talking on the phone, and I went to her house that night, August 1st at about 1:30 a.m. Then August 2nd, late at night.
Well, what happened at 1:30 a.m. on August 1st? Did he come to your house?
Yes, he did stop by at my house.
Okay, and is what he's saying so far accurate?
It is not, no.
Oh, already, okay. So how did you meet him, Patricia?
Through a mutual friend. We started talking on Facebook, the mutual friend that is, and he invited me over to Matt's house, which I didn't know at the time, to play poker. I decided not to go to poker night, and Matt got upset because he wanted friends over and he wanted to have fun, let's say, with some girls. And so I started getting text messages, calling me slut, whore, and all these things.
Did you do that? How do you know it's from him, Patricia?
Because it was from his number.
Your Honor, that's a fabrication. I didn't send her those text messages before we met.
All right, that's not the concern. The point is, at some point, the two of you met.
Right.
And it was as a result of a mutual friend that you both had.
Right.
Okay. From there, where do we go?
August 2nd, we began an intimate relationship. On August 3rd, we had sex in my car at 12:30 a.m. before I went to work.
In your car?
In my car.
Why in your car?
Hunter?
She has children. She didn't want me in the house.
Well, did you know him?
No.
You've never had sex with this guy?
No, he's never came into my house. The only thing was talking outside, in my garage, outside in the driveway.
At 1:30 in the morning?
It was night, but I don't think it was 1:30 in the morning.
All right, how many other times do you have that you had sex with her?
August 5th, sex in my car twice, in her driveway.
What's this car? Is it like a Dodge Do-It? What?
Well, Your Honor,
Malibu.
I live in a subdivision with neighbors all around. There's no way I'm going to be in his car doing that. Or, no, absolutely not.
Okay, keep going with the dates and times.
Garage.
This fascinates me.
August 19th, sex at my house between 9 and 9:30 p.m. She had to work at 10. August 27th, between 12:30 and 1 a.m., sex at her house. Inside her house this time. And then that was it. That's 5 times. That's
5 times. Okay. At some point, do you decide to make it public, or you just show up?
I asked about that. She said she did not want to because she's separated and she doesn't want people asking questions about.
All right. So she doesn't want to admit that she's having a relationship with you.
Right.
Go ahead, Patricia.
He has sent me very disgusting text messages, Facebook messages. There's no way I would ever go that route with this person.
All right, do you have those messages?
I do.
Okay, let's see them. You send her disgusting Facebook messages?
Certainly possible.
All righty then. P to D. Give the kids NyQuil.
Yes, I did say that, I believe.
Yeah, well, I can imagine. If you didn't lie and ignore, you wouldn't be a... Oof. I'm not using that word.
Yeah, you can't even say some of the things.
I was just... You're awake and a... You need to shut your mouth. Then he says, quit talking back. P to D, I'll egg your house? How juvenile is that? That's disgusting and... Shut it. So there's something going on here. P to D. Looks like the guy left around 11-ish, huh? Are you stalking her? You seeing some guy leaving her place?
It's because that she wouldn't answer my messages, and then all of a sudden she starts talking to me at that time of night. So I asked her.
So you weren't stalking her. You just assumed that because she wasn't answering you that she was with a guy. Now, I want to pull your hair and choke you, and I'm not paying extra. What's that about?
I don't know. You tell me what's extra.
Every time.
How about pulling your hair and choking you? Forget about paying extra. All right, now,
Well, I get that.
something's going on here. Now, you are suing her for a telephone.
Yes.
Tell me about this telephone.
August 12th, I went over there just before work, and due to the lack of intimacy between us in the last week.
Lack of intimacy? What are
In
you
the
talking about? You had sex everywhere but
I
on the
know,
front lawn. What
exactly.
are you talking about?
Well, we
Is
hadn't,
it-
at that time, we hadn't for a week. And
Oh my goodness.
I
You hadn't
told,
had sex for a week?
Right.
So you're complaining.
yes. I told her I would break things off if things didn't change.
You want to break it off?
Yeah, well, if it didn't change by the following Saturday, which was a couple days away. She said I could spend the night on that Saturday.
Absolutely not.
But only if I lend her my cell phone because she wanted to contact her estranged husband. And
No.
she can't with her phone because he has a calling restriction.
Did you ever
He-
borrow his phone?
Yes, he left his phone at my house.
Oh, so he was coming to your house.
I had a friend coming over. No, I was in my garage waiting for a different friend to come over. And all of a sudden, he comes out, walking up to my garage out of nowhere. And I asked him, "What are you doing here?" He wants to hang out. And I said, "No, I'm sorry, you need to leave. I have company coming over." But he had left his phone at my house. And I believe he left his phone at my house to have an excuse to come back to my home.
Okay.
So I had taken it into my kitchen area, and that's when his phone got burnt. I was the next.
It got burnt?
That's why his phone
How?
got burnt. I come home from work, I'm cooking for my children, which I don't cook very often, and I'm making bacon on the stove. My children are on the stool bench watching me. I go and put something in the microwave, had my back. All of a sudden, my kids are like, "Mom, something's on fire." I freak out. I go over there. The oil must have splattered, caught a piece of paper on fire, and burnt his phone. The phone got burnt, but he left it there. And it was a total accident, and I apologized to him.
Oh, forget about it getting burnt. How does a phone get burnt because you're cooking bacon?
The oil splattered and got on a piece of paper.
Do you have that phone?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right. Ooh. All right. Yeah, you're the police officer here. Look at this. What? What's going on here?
Look like she put that in the pan.
Oh, look. Did you fry? Yeah, that does. It looks like you fried it.
Next on Judge Pirro.
Because I don't want to have sex with him. He disgusts me.
I wish you were here from D to P. I'm so bad. What are you doing, baby? You lied to me. You're having sex with this guy, you're having booty calls, and you lied to me.
And later,
You have two girls now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Is one of them the 3-year-old that
Yeah.
is the core issue in this case?
Yeah.
And what is this 3-year-old's name?
Annihilator.
Annihilator?
Anaya.
Why is she an annihilator?
This kid is a little klepto. She gets you so fast you don't know she got it and gone.
Judge Janine Pirro.
I've been a prosecutor, a judge, and a DA for 30 years.
As a DA, she had a 100% conviction rate.
When you don't do anything, the message is it's okay to mess with me.
She's an advocate,
I started one of the first domestic violence units in the nation.
a mentor,
The most important thing that you can learn here tonight is that you must believe in yourself.
a judge.
Where do you get off making a decision a child should not see the father?
Justice with conviction. Judge Janine Pirro.
I want to pull your hair and choke you, and I'm not paying extra. What's that about?
I don't know. You tell me what's extra.
Every time.
How about pulling your hair and choking you? Forget about paying extra.
Defendant Patricia Bork is being sued by her former friend. The plaintiff claims he and the defendant had a sexual relationship, but Patricia insists she was never intimate with the plaintiff, but he stalked her and threatened to egg her house.
You're suing her for slander. Why?
She's been telling people I'm a stalker and a harasser.
I don't know. I'm reading some of these messages. It looks like the one thing looks like the guy left around 11:30ish, huh? Not going to tell me who it was? Fine. I'll just pay to have the license plates traced.
Well,
you clearly were there.
I did go over there a couple times, but it was when we had dates set up for that night, and she stood
Do you
me
have
up.
any text messages of hers?
I have a sample of some of the messages she sent me all the way up till August 30th. And,
Okay, let's see them.
the question I would like to know is why does a victim, gravitate toward the harasser?
I made it clear I did not want to have contact.
What's your telephone number, Patricia?
6347.
You see all these highlighted? Those are received telephone calls that he got from you. You see this? You're calling him. You're calling him at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. Why are you calling him at all these hours?
When was this?
The very same month that you two met. Now, here's a text message from D to P. I'm going to write a check or get you a money order. That suggests that you admit that you destroyed or accidentally damaged the phone.
He did not want that. He wanted sex in return for a phone. He didn't care about the money. That's what he wanted. But if he wanted that, and if I was having sex with him, why wouldn't I just do that to get this over with? Because I don't want to have sex with him. He disgusts me.
It's not true. I didn't.
Well, you hear this one.
Can't wait.
Text message from the defendant to P. I wish you were here. From D to P. I so bad. What are you doing, baby? You lied to me. You're having sex with this guy. You're having booty calls, and you lied to me. I don't care if you're having booty calls. I'm not here to judge that. But don't lie to me, all right? Now, the issue is whether or not the defendant destroyed the plaintiff's phone. She admits that she did, albeit accidentally, when she was cooking bacon and it jumped in the pan. Now, you have an estimate for $260. Now, you are now suing her in addition for slander. Slander is when someone says something about you that is untrue and actually causes you to have damages and causes real harm to you. You were stalking her. I read it in the email. You said you could run the guy's plate. Now, you are suing him for harassment. He's not harassing you. You're harassing him. You called him more than he called you. My verdict is for the plaintiff for $260, so ordered.